Working now. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce the Institute of Directors Nigeria. On my immediate left, Dr. Mrs. EJ Jidema, FIOD. Madam President, you are welcome. A round of applause for all ladies and gentlemen. On our immediate left, it's the chairman of the 40th Anniversary Organizing Committee, past president of the Institute, Mr. Samuel Yemi Akeju, distinguished fellow of the Institute. You're welcome. On my immediate right, another past president of the Institute, an advisor to the 40th Anniversary Organizing Committee.
This is Benedict Olu. And on my extreme right is the honorary treasurer of the Institute, Prince Austin Enajemo Isiri, fellow of the Institute. And just beside the chairman of the committee is the first vice president of the Institute, Alaji Tijani Morodo, fellow of the Institute. You're welcome. On my extreme left is the honorary general advisor of the Institute, Mrs. Fumi Roberts, fellow of the Institute. You're welcome. And hopefully taking a seat within the audience is the immediate past president of the Institute, Chris Okunowo, fellow of the Institute. You're welcome. Besides Okunowo, the chairman of the program subcommittee of the 40th Anniversary Committee, Mrs. Kate is a member of the Institute. Madam President, it is also important that since we have introduced members of the Institute who are here, it will also allow the gentlemen of the press to introduce themselves. We have some physically present here with us, and we also have some who are attending this event virtually. Just before we do that, I would like to also introduce the chairman, Finance and Sponsorship Committee, subcommittee of the 40th Anniversary Committee. It's Chinoade Awe. You're welcome, madam. Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, we now want the gentlemen of the press to introduce themselves. I think let us keep the priorities to the people who are online. Let them introduce themselves. I will call them and they will introduce themselves. Can we start with Rukayat? Please unmute and
Good morning, sir. Good morning, madam. My name is Rukayat. I'm the senior correspondent to the News Agency of Nigeria, NAN. Thank you.
We also have Favor. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, good morning, everyone. I'm Fiva Shinze from Business Day. Thank you.
We also have Gloria. I please for me trying to introduce yourself, Gloria. Hello, Gloria, are you with us? Please speak of you and introduce yourself.
Good morning, everyone. I am Gloria Nwafo, business correspondent for the Guardian newspapers.
Thank you very much, Gloria. Because that's one I can see someone with the name Eka. I don't know. Do we still have any journalists online? Okay, so let's move to the next one of the press who are here with us. Somebody just the mic so that they can do the floor. Thank you. Good morning. My name is Peter. Good morning, everyone. My name is Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Thank you very much. I know that people have been to this program. But I must not feel the way of knowing that thank you very much for coming for this press conference. I have members of CSP of the Institute of the Air, and I have the president. We also have the honorary Robert, and of course the immediate vice president. Very much. I thank also the advisor of the Scottish University for chair. Ms. Tony Modoku, the chair of the Scottish University Committee. Some of that. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for coming to 40th anniversary session. On behalf of the Governing Council and members of the Institute of the Air, I welcome you to this press conference, which the Institute has organized to inform the corporate world, the general public, and all stakeholders about the activities marking the 40th anniversary. We truly appreciate the support of our media partners, and I especially thank you for responding to our invitation. Without you, this press conference would not achieve the desired objective. Let me also take this opportunity to welcome all of you who have opted to join us this class. I believe that we shall all take advantage of technology to engage seamlessly and effectively. Ladies and gentlemen, the Institute of Directors Nigeria is the nation's prime Apex membership organization and professional body, and it is Nigeria's premier corporate governance advocacy institution that has consistently championed the course of good corporate governance standards and practice. It promotes ethical leadership, director development, and capacity building. It also represents its members by playing advocacy roles for the ultimate benefit of society. And this membership is spread across private sector individual companies, multinational, developmental organizations, and government institutions. It is my great pleasure and honor to announce to you and the world that IoD Nigeria will clock 40 years in May 2023. The institute was founded by some Nigerians led by the late Chief Anosugubadia, IoD. IoD actually started as a branch of IoD Nigeria on 17th May 1983. The objectives of these lectures were to promote and ensure the enforcement of corporate governance in Nigeria. So these pantheons of progress realized that to attract that foreign investment into our Nigerian economy, that there's a need to ensure that the management and leadership of organizations in our country conform to global standards and best practices. They thus established the Institute as an independent, non-partisan organization limited by guarantee to foster the entrenchment of good corporate governance in Nigeria. After 14 years of being a branch of IoD, IoD Nigeria in 1997 became a full affiliate of IoD UK. And as the voice of corporate governance in Nigeria, it has since then metamorphosed into a full-fledged professional organization. It is a pioneer member of the African Corporate Governance Network at the continental level. IoD's mission is to continually advance professional competence, integrity, and enterprise. It is committed to the deepening of sound corporate governance practice by facilitating the implementation of corporate governance codes to foster sustainability in Nigeria's economic development. Today, IoD Nigeria boasts of membership in excess of 5,000 across all the sectors of the economy, private, public, non-for-profits. It steadily builds a pipeline of well-trained directors who are mentored and equipped to serve the nation in varying capacities, including the independent directors, independent non-executive directors, as provided in the 2018 Code of Corporate Governance. To achieve the aim of the Institute in serving as a catalyst in optimizing leadership talents over the years, we have collaborated with highly reputable organizations, forging strategic partnerships with government agencies, academic institutions, chambers of commerce, and enterprises to support the government's overarching goal for job and wealth creation. Our advocacy style is that of consultation and persuasion, and we do our best to engage with critical government agencies. We collaborate with the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment to boost its activities. We have, over the last 40 years, made significant strides, and we have worked closely with bilateral chambers of commerce, diplomatic missions, and so on, to advance these causes. The Institute has provided ample opportunity for the growth and development of the practice of directorship by improving the capacities of directors to deliver on their mandates through various knowledge building and capacity development programs. We run locally and internationally programs to global best practices. The solid imprints and legacies are there of IoD are there in many board rooms across the nations. From the veterans whose advisory services are indispensable to those who are just cutting their teeth through our foundational programs. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, we are set for a year-long celebration that is broken down into a variety of events and activities, details of which will be shared by the chairman of the IoD 40th Anniversary Committee, Mr. Yemi Akeju, DFIOD.
Suffice it to state now that the programs lined up for the anniversary have been structured to add immense value to everyone, all our stakeholders in Nigeria. Generally, the programs will serve to increase stakeholders' awareness of imperatives for good corporate governance and best practices. There will be lectures and discussions that will generate, pieces of thought leadership in various areas like ethics. We will also provide fora for enlightening other stakeholders and people planning to join us. And also it will amplify our Young Directors Forum program during all these celebrations. Awards will be given to those who have contributed greatly to the Institute. And so you can see that it's all inclusive in terms of its impact on various stakeholders. So I'm delighted to inform you that the Institute, the leadership of the Institute will pay a courtesy visit to President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, on Thursday, 16 March 2023, to bring the president on the Institute's 40th anniversary about what we've been doing to foster good leadership in organizations and also contribute our own quota to nation building. So the theme of the anniversary is celebrating 40 years of visionary leadership and corporate governance. We have deliberately chosen this theme to bring to limelight the various contributions of IoD Nigeria to the enhancement of qualitative corporate governance. We plan to also have a documentary during the flag off, which will situate all these achievements properly. The flag off event will also recognize, people who have greatly contributed to our progress, like past presidents of the Institute, representatives of other business membership organizations whom we have been collaborating with. Of course, special recognition will be given to strategic partners. Some of them are here. We are looking at Nigerian Exchange Group, Securities and Exchange, Corporate Affairs Commission, Financial Reporting Council. These are government agencies and regulators that have really worked closely with us and giving us so much support over the years. We thank them very much. So distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the media, as you can see, the 40th anniversary presents beneficial opportunities to all our stakeholders. I'm therefore seizing this opportunity to request for your support for full coverage and succinct reportage of all the events. I'm optimistic that as partners in nation building, you will act on this request for our mutual benefits and for the benefits of our country. It is therefore my pleasure to invite the chairman of our 40th anniversary committee, Mr. Yemi Akeji, DFIOD, to give you all more details about the programs lined up, after which we will have a question and answer session. Once again, on behalf of the Governing Council and members of the Institute, I thank you all for honoring our invitation. I thank the subcommittee chairs. I thank Mrs. Ketisa and Mrs. Tinurade Awe. Thank you very much, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. God bless you.
Hello? Is this okay? Hello? Yes. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Madam President, Chairman of the Governing Council, other past presidents, members of the Governing Council, PCC of the IoD, members of the 40th Anniversary Committee, distinguished members of the 40th Estate of the Realm. You're very much welcome. I join the President and Chairman of Governing Council, Dr. Mrs. IJ Jidema, FIOD, to welcome you all once again to this press conference organized by IoD Nigeria to intimate you with the Institute's plan to hold an impactful 40th anniversary celebration that will run for the better part of the year 2023. As an international brand, IoD Nigeria intends to host an anniversary that will have global appeal and will showcase the connections of IoD Nigeria to international stakeholders in its pursuit of the entrenchment of good corporate governance in our great country. Apart from being an affiliate of IoD UK since 1983, IoD Nigeria's shoulders extend beyond the shores of Nigeria as the Institute conducts series of capacity development programs for directors in the United States, many countries in Europe, Africa, United Arab Emirates, Canada, and so on and so forth. Today, IoD Nigeria is recognized locally and internationally for its leading role in corporate governance practice and advocacy, and has been cited as the most successful professional body for directors in our great country. Given these facts, our celebration should be global to reflect the achievements of the Institute over the last 40 years of its existence. With the theme celebrating 40 years of visionary leadership and corporate governance, the year-long activities will be held nationwide as all branches of the Institute located in Abuja, Port Harcourt, Abeokuta, and the headquarters Lagos will host various events. As the President has mentioned, the Institute has packaged a year-long program of activities to mark its anniversary. This will commence with a hybrid event on Thursday, 27 April 2023, at a flag-off ceremony holding at the Oriental Hotel, Victoria and Lagos. The flag-off ceremony will be attended by the cream of Nigeria's business world, top public sector leaders, who will all convert to pay tribute to an institute that has stood tall the last 4 decades to protect the integrity of business and directorship. On Saturday, 6 May 2023, the Institute will host a special edition of its Life and Fitness program, that is the IoD Work for Life. The special 48th edition of the Work for Life program will be hosted simultaneously in all the branches of the Institute and Lagos. This will be followed a week later with the IoD at 40 Golf Kitty scheduled to hold at the Koyi Club 1938 on Friday, 12th May 2023. The 3 branches of the Institute, that is Abuja, Port Harcourt, and Abeokuta, will commemorate the anniversary with special 40th anniversary luncheons in the month of May 2023. A special anniversary gala is scheduled to hold on the anniversary day of our great institute, that is the 17th of May 2023, at the Eco Hotel and Suites Victoria and Lagos. This gala, which would be the climax of the anniversary, will present an opportunity for the Institute to honor many individuals and organizations who have contributed immensely to the IoD story and journey. We are hopeful that the President, Muhammad Buhari, GCFR, will be the special guest of honor at that event. In June 2023, 2 epoch-making events will be held as follows. First, the Institute will lay the foundation stone of its national headquarters the IoD Towers on Wednesday, 14th June 2023 at the permanent site on Temple Road, Ikoyi, Lagos. A day later on 15th June 2023, the Institute will host the 2023 biennial lecture at the Civic Center, Victoria Island, Lagos. During the various events to mark our anniversary, the Institute would release a special documentary and an IoD at 40 publication. Both would outline and highlight the story and journey of IoD from 1983 to date, with special features on the men, women, and organizations that have contributed immensely to the Institute of Directors Nigeria's success story. The 2023 edition of our annual Directors Conference, which we hold from Tuesday, 7th November to Wednesday, 8th November 2023, at the Transcorp Hilton Hotel, Abuja, will specifically or specially focus on the 40 years IoD journey and the impact of the Institute on the institutionalization of good corporate governance and best practices in the Nigerian private and public sectors. The event will uniquely feature the IoD Nigeria International Directors Biennial Roundtable, hosting our expatriate partners at home and abroad. The grand finale of the 40th anniversary IoD will come up on Thursday, 14th December 2023, when the Institute will host its annual Directors Dinner and Award Ceremony at the Hotel Victoria Island, Lagos. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, while consultations are still ongoing to enable us finalize the exact dates for a few other programs, kindly take this as a rundown of the high-profile events and activities approved by the leadership of our great institute for the 40th anniversary celebration of our great institute. Also note that all events have been designed to attract key professionals, captains of industry, and leaders in the public and private sectors. Given IoD's establishment of the Young Directors Forum, which is up and running now, the anniversary events are also expected to attract young directors, entrepreneurs, and millennials who will like to seize the opportunity provided by these programs to further their mentorship and networking while deepening their knowledge on leadership and corporate governance. You will no doubt agree with me that this holds immense opportunities for the media as well as business organizations that may want to be strategic through our event sponsorship. Many options that offer invaluable benefits are available in this regard, and we are open to discussions. Once again, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Institute, I join the President in seeking the support and assistance of gentlemen of the media for our efforts in leveraging this IoD at 40 anniversary events to expand the frontiers of knowledge on good governance, thereby deepening best practices that will promote growth and prosperity in all sectors of the Nigerian economy. I thank you very much for listening to this presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, Madam President. I think the floor is now open for the questions for gentlemen of the press, both physically here and online. But one thing I noticed that after we started, journalists walked in, and I think
Otherwise, corruption will not be taken away. So, in all their efforts, why are we not doing it? Right?
Three questions. You already asked two questions. You can take one more question. Three questions. Three people.
Go ahead and answer this question. Sometimes the answer to the question of more questions. President.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ms. Aditi. Yes, very, very insightful question. 40 years of IoD, 10 points and challenge. It hasn't been an easy ride. Of course, you know, Nigeria is a developing country, so we are in the state of development. And every nation or every that has developed has gone through a series of challenges. So it has been for Nigeria, and so it has been for the Institute of Directors. Like you said, it started as a branch
Institute of Directors UK in its own very, very modest way, but with the overarching objectives of making impact in society. So it has grown in terms of membership, and it has also grown in terms of influence and impact. If you go to many of the boardrooms, they would testify to the fact that training of directors in terms of their capacity, because when you are looking at development, you are looking at capacity, you're also looking at competence, we are looking at integrity and all that. IoD has always been there, nudging them not to give up, and so on. It's been quite challenging, but we live by example. So many of us in our various calls have had to even give up opportunities for work because of some of these challenges you've noted in terms of corruption, in terms of this. And so there's been impact in terms of societal influence in so many ways. But you know, for you to have an aggregate of so many impacts, lighting the candles for them to come together, that's what it's about. If you look at Nigeria, it's a very big country, a country of over 200 million, so it's not easy. One would have liked to see such impact that, you would see yourself like other places where institutions are already well built, which is not the case right now. But we are working hand in hand with regulatory bodies. A lady here is, Ms. Tinoade is here. She knows how we've been contributing to the setting of code of corporate governance in Nigeria. The private sector one has been finalized. We've been working in collaboration with Financial Reporting Council. So you need to lay these foundations. I know that naturally we would like to sort of fly or run, but it's not always easy. So building these institutions are very, very important and necessary. And so IoD has done that significantly. Even beyond the shores of Nigeria, we are a member of African Corporate Governance Network, because with the setting of the African Continental Trade and so on policy, you will also need very good directors to be able to navigate all these at continental level. So these are what the things we are trying to do in the institute. And most of our achievements are intangibles. When you talk about human resource, it's intangible. When you have impact on people, it's not like in terms of buildings, it's not in terms of structures, but in terms of, making, developing people in terms of their capacities. And it's there to be seen in so many private sector organizations. We do implant programs and so on. And let me come to your second question. So why are we not feeling the impact in Nigeria? Well, that's your opinion and you're entitled to that. Entitled to that, but I would say that we are unrelenting in our quest to continue to make sure that our impact is felt more and more. And that's why we are collaborating not only with private sector organizations, but with public sectors. We've had to deal with permanent secretaries, directors, and so on. And we've seen considerable changes in the way they do things, because sometimes it's also out of ignorance. Because if people know that it's in their enlightened self-interest to do things properly, and also for sustainability issues, they will do better. So we can see those changes. Thank you very much.
So the question starts pouring in. This is what I'm looking almost at everybody is looking for it. But so if that is the case, for instance, according to our data, what this is every body, I would like to do that. People want to start something in reality. What we are going to do is support your ability to do. Chairman said the details, final details of this event is forwarded to you. But I want to implore you to please support us by saying, President said actually made of the system complication. Whatever you do, our advocacy is not tied by this. For conclusion, we do have the concept
developmental intention. And that is why you don't see IoD really criticizing government the way you think we should. We are more collaborative. And I can tell you that we do so much with government that we even have ministers, sponsors of federal ministries and state ministries who are now members of the as a follow-up to the advocacy we've done. So I want to say thank you to the gentlemen of the press for those that are physically present here, and of course for those that are online. Thank you very much for coming. I will then move on to our past president, first starting from my immediate right, the advisor of the committee, Ms. Benedict Bologu, a good fellow. I want to say thank you very much. I know you are very, very good. I want to thank you for the support you gave us today. And of course, to our immediate past president, thank you very much, sir, for coming. We appreciate you. The next past president here is wearing it out. He's also the main organizer of the event for the 40th anniversary. But then we can't help but thank him for putting his time at the disposal of the institute. Mr. Yomi Akedi, the senior fellow of the institute, we thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much. So, I also want to thank the first vice president. He's always there supporting the president. And he was speaking earlier today and he told me that I should be careful so that I don't also go into the Saturdays and Sundays. I thank you very much for the sacrifice. Alaji Tijani Borodo, fellow of the institute. Thank you very much, sir. And of course, to our Council of Respect, is the honorary treasurer. That is the title that I personally given him. He's been doing this for so long and he's been guiding us properly to ensure that we continue to add value to the institute. Mr. Prince Austin and I just want to say, thank you very much for coming. I was going to thank, but I can see thank the honorary legal advisor. At least since I've been here, we have not come or fallen prey to any regulatory issue because we have a legal advisor that has always taught us how we should move. This is Omi Robert. It's not a masquerade, but the big boss in the room is President and Chairman of the Governing Council, Dr. Mrs. IoD Nigeria. I want to say thank you very much for the wonderful leadership and for continuing to guide us right and making us do the right. Thank you very much. For members of the 40th anniversary committee, for those online, and especially for the two chairmen of subcommittees who are here, Mrs. Kate Lisa is the chairman of the subcommittee of programs, while the person who is going to raise all the money we are going to get is Miss Tina, where both members of the institute will say a very big thank you. Your choice was deliberate, and we are sure you can make it happen. Thank you very much, madam, for coming to say very big thank you for all the contributions you made so far, for what you are going to do going forward. For my colleagues, I say thank you very much for making this happen. It's not been easy. We just started. We are just starting. There's so much to do. And like I always say, the reward of hard work is more work. So we have to do more. Thank you very much, everyone. To all the IT people, everybody here, I say thank you very much. I will look forward to your support as we celebrate IoD 40. Thank you very much. We didn't do the national anthem when we started, so you can. And I want to implore also to please rise and take the national anthem as we close.
Thank you very much, everyone. Have a wonderful day. And to the gentlemen of the press, we'll send soft copies of the speeches to you, please. We'll send soft copy of the speeches to you.